You've probably been told that blueberries are one of the healthiest fruits you can eat, and that's absolutely true. They're packed with powerful antioxidants, brain-boosting compounds, and fiber that supports digestion. For older adults, they've even been linked to better memory, sharper focus, and healthier blood pressure. But what if I told you that blueberries can also turn against you when you mix them with the wrong foods? Yes, you heard that right. Some of the most common foods you eat, things you probably have in your kitchen right now, can actually cancel out the benefits of blueberries. Even worse, in some cases, the combination may lead to side effects like bloating, fatigue, or dangerous interactions with your medications. And if you're over 60, your body may be even more sensitive to these combinations. Aging changes how we absorb nutrients, our organs function, and how our body reacts to certain foods, even healthy ones. That's why I create videos like this, to help you eat smarter, feel better, and avoid small mistakes that can have big health consequences. Backhand index pointing, right? So before we go any further, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss a tip that could make your life healthier, safer, and stronger as you age. Now, if you're trying to eat right, stay sharp, and feel energized in your 60s and beyond, this video could be a game changer. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 3 foods that make blueberries toxic for seniors, explain why they're harmful, and show you safer ways to enjoy blueberries without putting your health at risk. Let's start with the one combination that nearly everyone gets wrong. Let's take a moment to talk about why blueberries are often called a superfood. And no, it's not just a trendy label. These tiny berries really do live up to the hype, especially when it comes to the health of older adults. But have you ever wondered what actually makes them so powerful? First, blueberries are packed with anthocyanins, those natural pigments that give them their deep blue color. But they're not just for looks. These compounds are powerful antioxidants that help protect your brain. In fact, studies show they may slow down age-related memory loss and improve focus. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you were there? You're not alone, and believe it or not, blueberries might just help with that. They're also great for your heart and blood vessels. As we age, our circulation naturally slows and arteries can stiffen. But the nutrients in blueberries help relax those vessels and keep blood flowing smoothly. Wouldn't it be nice to support your heart without reaching for yet another pill? Next, let's talk about digestion. Blueberries are high in fiber, which gently supports regular bowel movements, something that often gets ignored, but matters more than we think. When was the last time your gut felt truly balanced and comfortable? They may even help with blood sugar control. Despite being sweet, blueberries are low on the glycemic index and may improve how your body responds to insulin. Are you someone who's watching their sugar or managing prediabetes? Then blueberries could actually support your efforts, not sabotage them. And for your bones, they provide a healthy dose of vitamin K and manganese, both essential for maintaining strength and density. Think about that for a second. What are you doing today to support your bones tomorrow? Finally, blueberries help fight oxidative stress, that invisible damage inside your body that speeds up aging. Their antioxidants act like a natural shield, protecting your cells from breakdown and inflammation. Sounds amazing, right? And this is but even the healthiest foods can cause trouble when combined with the wrong things. Because healthy doesn't always mean harmless, especially after 60. Your body processes food differently now. Nutrient absorption changes. Medication interactions are more common. And sometimes even a perfect food, like blueberries, can backfire. So now that you know how powerful they are, let's look at the first common food that could secretly turn blueberries from helpful to harmful. Go ahead, take a peek in your fridge. Is this first one hiding there right now? Let's talk about the first food combination that sounds healthy, but could be quietly working against your body. Blueberries and dairy. Yes, I know, it sounds strange, doesn't it? You've probably seen people pour blueberries over yogurt, blend them into milk-based smoothies, or stir them into a bowl of cereal with cold milk. It's a popular breakfast choice, and it looks nutritious on the surface. But here's the truth. When blueberries meet dairy, a hidden problem starts inside your body. Why? Because dairy contains proteins, specifically a group called casein proteins. These proteins can bind to the antioxidants in blueberries, especially those powerful anthocyanins we talked about earlier. When that happens, The antioxidants don't absorb properly in your gut. So instead of fighting inflammation and protecting your heart and brain, they pass right through your system, unused and wasted. Now let me ask you this. If you're eating blueberries for their brain-boosting anti-aging benefits, but your body isn't absorbing them, what's the point? It's like taking a vitamin and then flushing it down the drain. And here's where it gets even more important for people over 60. As we age, our digestive efficiency declines. Your body already has to work harder to break down and absorb nutrients. Add in dairy, which many older adults also become more sensitive to, and the system gets overloaded. You might not notice it right away, but over time, this can mean less protection for your brain, your heart, and your immune system. Not to mention the physical side effects. Some seniors who combine blueberries with milk or yogurt regularly report feeling bloated, gassy, or tired afterward. Sound familiar? Let me tell you a quick story. There's a woman named Shireen, 67 years old. Every morning for years, she made the same breakfast. A bowl of low-fat yogurt topped with blueberries and a drizzle of honey. She thought she was doing everything right. But by late morning, she often felt sluggish, a little bit bloated. She'd write it off as just age catching up. But when she cut out the yogurt and swapped it for almond milk chia pudding, she was shocked at the difference. No more bloating. Her energy picked up, and she started feeling lighter, mentally and physically. She hadn't changed much, just removed the dairy. But that small shift made all the difference. So if you're currently pairing blueberries with milk or yogurt, take a moment to ask yourself, how do you feel afterward? Are you giving your body what it needs? Or are you unknowingly blocking the benefits? Now, I'm not saying all dairy is bad. For some people in moderation, it can be fine. But when it comes to preserving the antioxidant power of blueberries, dairy just isn't the best partner. Try this instead. White heavy checkmark swap cow's milk with almond milk, oat milk, or coconut milk, all of which are gentler on digestion and don't interfere with antioxidants. White heavy checkmark replace dairy yogurt with plant-based yogurt made from coconut, cashew, or almond. White heavy checkmark make a simple chia pudding soaked in oat milk and top with blueberries and crushed walnuts. White heavy checkmark or blend up a morning smoothie with frozen blueberries, banana, spinach, and unsweetened almond milk. It tastes great, and your body will thank you. The goal here is simple. Let blueberries do their job. Let them support your brain, your heart, your digestion, without interruption. So before you scoop that yogurt tomorrow morning, just remember, that healthy breakfast combo may be quietly blocking the very benefits you're trying to get. And now that you know what to avoid, let's move on to the second common food that can make blueberries toxic for seniors. It's something most people eat for iron and energy, but combined with blueberries, it could leave your body struggling to get the nutrients it needs. Any guesses? Let's find out. Now that we've uncovered the dairy mistake, let's move to the second surprising combo that can turn blueberries toxic, especially for older adults. And this one might really catch you off guard. It's iron-rich foods. Yes, foods like spinach, red meat, lentils, and even fortified breakfast cereals. You might be thinking, but aren't those supposed to be good for me? Absolutely. Iron is essential, especially as we age. It supports oxygen flow, keeps your energy levels up, and prevents anemia. But here's the part most people don't know. Blueberries can block your body from absorbing that iron. How? Because blueberries contain a group of compounds called polyphenol, which are great antioxidants. But they have one downside. They latch onto iron from plant and animal sources and make it harder for your body to absorb it. So what happens when you eat blueberries with your iron-rich meal? Your body might pass that iron right through without ever putting it to use. And over time, that can drain your energy, lower your red blood cell count, and even contribute to iron deficiency. This is especially risky for seniors. Why? Because as we get older, iron absorption naturally slows down. The lining of the gut changes. The body doesn't produce as much stomach acid. And to top it off, many seniors take medications like antacids or certain blood pressure drugs that reduce iron levels even more. Let me ask you, have you been feeling more tired lately? A little weaker when climbing stairs or short of breath even after light activity? That might not just be normal aging. It could be a mild iron deficiency, made worse by innocent food pairings like blueberries and spinach. Here's a common example. Let's say you start your day with an iron-fortified cereal, and you top it off with a handful of blueberries because, well, they're healthy. Seems like a great breakfast, right? But the reality is the polyphenol in the blueberries could be blocking your body from absorbing the iron in that cereal. Same goes for eating blueberries alongside a spinach salad or with a red meat dinner. It sounds healthy, but the timing can ruin the nutritional benefits of both. So what should you do instead? Here's a simple rule of thumb. Don't eat blueberries right before or after a high-iron meal. Leave at least a 2-hour gap between blueberries and foods like spinach, red meat, iron-fortified cereals or bars, lentils or legumes, iron supplements. Instead, enjoy blueberries. White heavy check mark, mid-morning as a standalone snack. White heavy check mark in a fruit bowl after dinner, as long as dinner wasn't heavy on iron. White heavy check mark blended into a smoothie in the afternoon. And here's a helpful bonus tip. When you do eat iron-rich foods, pair them with citrus fruits like oranges, strawberries, or bell peppers. Vitamin C actually boosts iron absorption, the opposite of what blueberries do. So instead of blueberries with your spinach salad, try adding sliced strawberries. Instead of blueberries on your cereal, try an orange on the side. Small tweaks, big difference. The key isn't to avoid blueberries altogether. It's simply to separate them from your iron-rich meals, so each food can do its job properly. You deserve to get the full benefit of the healthy foods you're eating. And with a little timing awareness, you can. So next time you sit down for a steak dinner or a spinach salad or your morning cereal, ask yourself, is now the right time for blueberries? Coming up next, the third food you should never combine with blueberries. This one is sneaky. It hides in diet products, diabetic snacks, and protein bars, and while it might seem like a safer alternative to sugar, it could actually ruin the good bacteria in your gut. Any guesses? Let's find out. Let's move on to the third toxic combination. And this one is especially sneaky. You might not see it coming because it hides behind sugar-free, low-carb, and guilt-free labels. But when combined with blueberries, it can quietly sabotage your gut health, your digestion, and your energy, especially if you're over 60. We're talking about artificial sweeteners. That's right. The sweet stuff found in many diet-friendly products. Things like sugar-free pancake syrups, protein bars, flavored yogurts, diet sodas, and even some healthy cereals. Have you ever poured sugar-free syrup over your blueberry oatmeal? Or tossed some blueberries into a high-protein, low-sugar shake? It sounds like a smart, balanced choice. But here's what's really going on inside your gut. Blueberries are fantastic for gut health. Their fiber feeds good bacteria, and their antioxidants reduce inflammation in your digestive tract. But when you pair them with artificial sweeteners like sucralose, aspartame, or acesulfame potassium, those benefits can start to vanish. Why? Because these chemical sweeteners don't just pass through your body harmlessly. They disrupt your gut microbiome, the delicate balance of good and bad bacteria in your intestines. They may cause bloating, gas, constipation, or even worsen blood sugar responses. So now imagine this. You're eating blueberries to support your digestion, but you've paired them with a sugar-free product that's wiping out the good bacteria they're trying to feed. Isn't that frustrating? And for seniors, this problem can grow even faster. Why? Because the gut becomes more sensitive with age. Many older adults are already dealing with digestive issues, medication side effects, or a weaker immune system. When artificial sweeteners come into the picture, the risk of inflammation, poor nutrient absorption, and fatigue goes up dramatically. Let me tell you about Iqbal, a 70-year-old man with type 2 diabetes. He loved starting his day with oatmeal, and he wanted to keep his blood sugar stable. So he'd top it with fresh blueberries and a drizzle of sugar-free pancake syrup. It seemed like a smart compromise. Sweet, but safe. But within weeks, he started feeling bloated and sluggish. His stomach felt uneasy after breakfast, and by mid-morning, he was already tired. After talking to a nutritionist, he cut out the sugar-free syrup and switched to a teaspoon of raw honey with cinnamon. Not only did his digestion improve, but his energy came back, and he didn't need to snack as often. He was shocked at how such a small change could make such a big difference. And you can do the same. Here are a few safer, senior-friendly swaps. White heavy checkmark natural sweeteners like raw honey, maple syrup, or date paste. Yes, they contain sugar, but in small amounts And when paired with fiber-rich foods like blueberries, they won't spike your blood sugar the same way. White heavy checkmark: use cinnamon or nutmeg for flavor. These spices can add warmth and sweetness, without any sugar at all. Plus, cinnamon may even help regulate blood sugar. White heavy checkmark: if you're making smoothies, skip the artificial protein powders and go for whole ingredients. Blend blueberries with half a banana, almond milk, and chia seeds. No chemicals needed. White heavy checkmark: read labels carefully. If you see ingredients like sucralose, aspartame, acesulfame K, or anything ending in "it'll," it's probably best to keep that food away from your blueberries. The big takeaway here is simple. Blueberries are one of the best things you can eat for your gut, but only if you let them do their job. Don't pair them with ingredients that block or reverse their benefits. Gut health isn't just about digestion. It's connected to your immune system, your mood, your energy, and even your ability to absorb nutrients from food. And after 60, those things matter more than ever. So next time you reach for that sugar-free snack or diet syrup, pause and ask, what am I really feeding my body? Because good intentions aren't always enough, and even healthy habits can backfire with the wrong combo. Now that you know how to protect your gut, let's take a look at a few other food pairings you might not expect. Some that could be interfering with your medication, and others that are simply timing mistakes. Let's go over a few quick bonus combos to avoid, just to be safe. Before we wrap up, here's a quick list of other dangerous blueberry combos that seniors should be aware of. These aren't as obvious as dairy or sweeteners, but they can still cause unexpected problems, especially if you're managing medications or health conditions. Let's go through them one by one. 1. Blueberries and alcohol. It may sound harmless, a blueberry cocktail, wine spritzer, or even a handful of blueberries before an evening drink. But here's the catch. Blueberries can enhance alcohol absorption, meaning the alcohol may hit your system faster and harder. They can also affect how your liver processes alcohol, especially if you're drinking regularly. If you already have liver concerns or take medications processed by the liver, this combo is best avoided. 2. Blueberries and blood thinners like warfarin. Blueberries contain vitamin K, which is essential for healthy blood clotting. But if you're on a blood thinner, too much vitamin K can interfere with your medication's effect, making your blood too thick or too thin. It doesn't mean you have to stop eating blueberries, but don't go overboard. A handful is fine, a giant bowl every day, not so much. 3. Blueberry supplements plus multivitamins. Yes, it's possible to get too many antioxidants. When taken in high doses, especially in pill or powdered form, antioxidants can flip and become pro-oxidants, doing the opposite of what you want. That means more cellular damage, not less. If you're already eating fresh blueberries daily, you may not need extra supplements or superfood powders. Final tips. White heavy checkmark: moderation is key. A small bowl of blueberries a day is plenty. White heavy checkmark: avoid taking them right before or after medication. Give at least 1 to 2 hours gap. White heavy checkmark: read labels. Packaged foods may say blueberry, but could be loaded with sugars, sweeteners, or fake flavors. Blueberries can work wonders for your health, but only when used wisely. Now you know how to make them safe, powerful, and truly helpful for your aging body. Best foods to combine with blueberries for seniors. Now that we've talked about what not to do, let's focus on the good news. The foods that make blueberries even more powerful for your body. When paired correctly, blueberries can boost your heart, brain, and digestion without causing issues. Here are some of the best combinations for seniors. White heavy checkmark: oats. Use plain oats cooked with water or plant-based milk like oat or almond. Blueberries blend beautifully with this and support steady energy. White heavy checkmark: chia seeds and flax seeds. These give you healthy omega-3s and fiber that work with blueberries to support digestion and brain health. White heavy checkmark: walnuts or almonds. A small handful can improve memory, balance blood sugar, and make a great snack with blueberries. White heavy checkmark: citrus fruits. Oranges, lemons, or grapefruits help your body absorb nutrients better. They don't block blueberry benefits, they boost them. White heavy checkmark: dark chocolate. Just a few squares, low sugar. Pair well with blueberries and can even enhance antioxidant effects. A guilt-free treat. Here's a simple blueberry smoothie recipe to try in the morning. 1 cup frozen blueberries. 1 cup unsweetened oat milk. 1 handful fresh spinach. Skip if you have iron issues. 1 tablespoon chia seeds, a dash of cinnamon. Blend until smooth and enjoy. This combo supports your digestion, heart, and energy without any of the toxic traps we talked about earlier. If you've been eating blueberries the wrong way, with dairy, iron-rich meals, or sugar-free syrups, don't panic. Blueberries are still one of the best fruits you can eat, especially as you age. They're not ruined forever. You just need to make a few small changes to how and when you eat them. Here's what you can do starting today. White heavy check mark, adjust the timing. Eat blueberries 1 to 2 hours before or after your main meals, especially if they include red meat, spinach, or medications. White heavy check mark, switch out the combos. If you've been using dairy or artificial sweeteners, try plant-based milk and natural flavors like cinnamon or nutmeg instead. White heavy check mark, pay attention to how your body feels. Bloating, fatigue, or brain fog after eating blueberries might not mean they're bad for you. It could mean the combination is off. White heavy check mark, talk to your doctor or dietitian, especially if you're on blood thinners, diabetes meds, or iron supplements. They can help you fine-tune your diet safely. White heavy check mark, start a simple food journal. Jot down what you ate, how you felt afterward, and what time you ate it. You might be surprised at what you discover. With the right combos and timing, you'll unlock all the health benefits blueberries have to offer, without the side effects. Blueberries are one of nature's most powerful fruits, but like anything healthy, their full benefits depend on how and when you use them. When you pair them with the wrong things like dairy, iron-rich meals, or artificial sweeteners, you might actually cancel out their power. That means less protection for your heart, your brain, your digestion, and your energy levels. The good news? These are easy fixes. Just a little change in timing or ingredients can help you get all the goodness blueberries offer, without the hidden risks. And here's the most important part. Don't keep this to yourself. Share it with someone over 60 who's trying to eat healthy. They may be doing everything right, except this one small thing. Your body changes as you age, and your food needs to change with it. So keep learning, keep growing, and always be mindful of what's on your plate, because small changes today can protect your health tomorrow. If this helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more weekly tips made especially for seniors. We'll see you in the next video. Stay strong and stay well.